Moving to the next step is to find the projections of the footing. So to find the projection, we first have to draw the plan of the footing. The outer rectangular represents the footing, whereas inner two rectangle represent the columns. Now this is the length of the footing and this is the width. Similarly, this is the length of the column and this is the width of the column. So let us start writing the dimension of the column within the figure. Here, name this column as A and this as B. In the question, the size of the column A is given as 300 by 300 mm. So these two dimensions are 300 by 300 mm. Similarly, the size of the column B is given as 400 by 400. You mention these two sides of the rectangle as 400 by 400 mm. Now what you have to do next? The next thing is to locate the CG of the footing as well as column. See, we all know the CG of the rectangle always lies exactly at the center. As this larger rectangle represents the footing, the CG of the footing will lies exactly at the middle. Somewhere in the middle, the CG of footing will be lying. Similarly, you represent the CG for the column A and B. See, for column A, the CG will be lying exactly at the center. Similarly, for column B also the CG will be lying exactly at the center. You cut the section here. Project it. And you cut the section over that point and project it. Now, the projections what we are considering is from the edge of the footing to the CG of the column A. We will consider this as P1. Here P1 represents the projection of the column A from the end of the footing. Similarly, we take this distance as, name this distance as P2. Here P2 represents the projection distance of column 2 from the end of the footing. Now, between these two, the gap what you can see is represent the spacing between the column, which is given in the question. Here, the spacing of the column, that is the center to center spacing of the column is given as 3.4 meter. Now, the gap what you can see in between P1 and P2 is nothing but the center to center spacing, which is represented as small l, and the value is 3.4 meter. Now, after mentioning these dimensions, we have to consider a reference axis. So, how to consider a reference axis? If we always consider the reference axis towards our